Hey there, Animal Crossing lovers. My name is BB8, and today we are going to do episode 2 of New Horizons ideas. So we're doing buildings and new locations they could add to the game. Previously, we did the introduction to the game and the apps for the Nook phone. So let's get into things, shall we? So my first idea is Main Street not to return and be replaced with a pier instead, with buildings like Nookling Junction not returning, the post office returning, Nook's Homes not to return, Able Sisters, the museum, Kicks, the gardening store, Club LOL returning with a different name, KK's Paradise Club, Shampoodle, and the Fortune Store. The Dream Suite and Happy Home Showcase will not return. And for the new shops, there will be a bag shop run by a new animal called Percy, a sugar glider that sells bags that come in a purse, messenger or backpack. If you ever want to extend your pockets, always go to Percy. I also had this idea for a movie theatre co-running by Apollo and Apple. I chose Apollo for a movie theatre because, if you didn't know, in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, there's a whole cookie called Apollo Cinema Cookie, so I think Apollo would be perfect to run a cinema. If you don't remember from City Folk, it's similar to the Marquee, but the animals perform plays and movies. And I chose Apple because her goal is to be a movie star. So, while Apollo could sell tickets and Apple could run a snack stand, this would make a perfect place for you and your friends to watch movies together. My next idea was Wisps Video Games. You're wondering what this store's supposed to sell, right? This particular store, if you remember the Nintendo items from New Leaf, it'll have some fortune cookies dedicated to that video game. It makes sense because Pocket Camp had a game cookie and a Splatoon 2 themed cookie. So if they bring back the whole cookie idea, we'll put in a Mario themed cookie, a Legend of Zelda themed cookie, a Mario Kart cookie, and also any cookie that hasn't had a whole franchise full of items. Say like the Pikmin only had one item in New Leaf. And Wisps Video Games will look like this on the inside. Yes, I got the idea from Happy Home Designer. You know, where a DLC was a video game store? We'd have all of this inside. And I was thinking, they could also sell like micro games. Because if you wanted some way to occupy yourself across the island, there's like these micro games. So you always have like an arcade on the Nook phone. So one of my last ideas for a store is a music store run by Cherry. You're wondering, why did I pick Cherry? Was it one of those cases with the cookies? Yes, it is. Because Cherry's Rockin' Cookie gives you, like, concert-like items out of the cookie. So that's why I chose Cherry to run a music store. And once you unlock the music store, all the music you bought goes to a new app on the Nook phone, Nooktunes. Something similar to what's seen in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. You could turn the screen off while listening to the music. This is one of the weirdest ideas I've had yet. Like a miniature carnival run by Pytro. I chose Pytro because of the colourful, vibrant, clowny design. So there's like a miniature Ferris wheel, a carousel, a bumper car run by Kid Cat, which means there's a mini game in there and a fun house. I have one last idea for a shop, which is on the tip of the pier, which I have to walk through the miniature carnival to get to it. The shore shanty run by Chip, known for running the fishing competitions. What would he sell? He sells bait, sweet, sour or salty, which can attract different kinds of fish. He sells bobbers that help customize your rod even more. T-shirts like that are ocean themed. Trophies and new furniture and a brand new tool known as the bucket. If you're sick and tired of scattering fish all over your inventory, this could help, because if you drag your fish into the bucket, it could save space in your inventory. Remember when I said this app? I'm going to talk about it right now. Nook Eats. And you're wondering why some of the foods have locks on them. That's because they're not unlocked yet. And you're wondering how to unlock these. You have to build that particular restaurant on your island to use that section in the Nook Eats app. If you don't have time to grab a bite and your stamina bar's running low, Nook Eats could be perfect. At launch, they provide 4 restaurants to start off with. Cheddar, in charge of burgers. Ketchup, in charge of pizza. Phoebe, in charge of tacos. And this new shark animal, in charge of the sushi. Say if I press the burger, it would come up with a menu here. I could choose what meat I want to have on my burger. The beef, chicken or fish. What sauce, mayonnaise or ketchup. There's some optional extras here. Fries, onion rings and there's chicken nuggets. You can build up to 4 restaurants on your island, excluding Brewster's Coffee. You could still build Brewster's. So, if you go further back of the island, on this cliff, there's like a hole, and Mr. Rossetti is next to it. That could be like a mine. You know, like how I mentioned with the amiibo bit, the previous episode? This could be the mine, where there's a lot of gemstones. The further you dig down, the more gemstones you'll find. And you find rare ones as well, the deeper you are. The mine will unlock once you've completed the dive zone. So the dive zone is, you hop on a yacht near the shore shanty I mentioned earlier, and then Cap'n would drive you to mid-ocean. And similar to how they announced this game at Indie World, a whole open ocean to explore down there. You could take some photos with the Nook phone. You can even find more deadly creatures than you've seen before. So that was episode 2. The next episode, we are going to be talking about some new characters they could introduce to the game. Some new animals. I mentioned a sugar glider called Percy in the game earlier. I'm going to mention a whole variety of new animals. So, if you don't want to miss episode 3, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and turn your notifications on. And finally, tell me in the comments that you've subscribed, and if you have an idea that you want me to cover, please put a comment down. BB8 out.